Good morning, Washington Elementary Patriots, and welcome to WSIC, Washington School is Cool News Program. I'm Juliet, your news anchor for today. Today is Friday, March 25th, 2022. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and moment of silence. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Hey Washington Patriots, I'm Kennedy.
And I'm Kyla.
And today we're going around the school to interview some women about who's their favorite historical people or women. Let's go. Okay, so this is Dr. Kate, and we're going to ask her two questions. Question 1, who's your favorite woman in the school that has inspired you?
When I think about a favorite woman that I had in school that inspired me, I would have to go with my first grade teacher. Her name was Molly Ershig, and she was so kind to everybody, and she made everyone feel like that they were so genuinely loved by her, and she taught me how to read, and she made me just love being in school and really kind of solidified my desire to be a teacher.
Okay, Kyla, do you want to ask the next question?
Yeah. The next question is, who's your favorite historical woman?
My favorite historical woman would probably be Ruth Bader Ginsburg, who used to serve on the Supreme Court, and she just died recently. She just had such a knowledge of the law. I feel like that she was fair. I didn't always agree with all of her decisions that she made or some of the things that she wrote, but I felt like that she was always putting people first and making sure that she was being fair as it pertained to the law.
Okay, let's go to the next person. Thank you, Dr. Kate. Okay, so this is Miss Brady, and we're going to ask her two questions. Kyla, do you want to ask the first question?
Is there any historical women that inspire you?
Yes, many historical women inspire me. One of whom is Ruby Bridges, who we learn about in second grade, and she inspires me because she did something that was very challenging, but because of her action of going to a school that she wasn't previously allowed at, it changed the way our school system works, and now we can all go to school together, partially because of her bravery.
Okay, last question.
Miss Reedy.
Who is a woman that inspired you in your personal life?
In my personal life, my grandma inspired me because she had to drop out of school when she was in 7th grade because her family needed her, and so she never really got to have an education like we do, but she taught herself at home, and she's a very giving person, and I think I've tried to learn from her what it means to be giving, and yeah.
Okay, let's go to the next person. Thank you, Miss Brady. Okay, so this is Miss Perry, and we're going to ask her 3 questions on her favorite historical woman. Kyla, do you want to ask the first one?
Who's your favorite historical woman?
So my favorite historical woman is someone that is special to our region. So for East Tennessee, my favorite historical woman is Dolly Parton. So I love Dolly. I'm sure you all have heard about Dollywood. So not only does she have a park that is not necessarily named after her especially, but Dolly Parton's done a lot of things for our area. I'm sure if you all were little and lived in East Tennessee, you may have experienced something called the Imagination Library, which Dolly Parton sends you a book. Her company, the Imagination Library, sends you a book once a month until you turn 5. So not only is Dolly important because of Dollywood and other fun stuff like music, but she also helped encourage literacy in our area. So that's one reason she's my favorite. And I also have a Dolly Parton license plate. So if you ever see Dolly outside, that might be my car.
Okay, next question. How do you think girls will remember you in the school?
Well, I hope that girls will remember me as being a kind teacher that really loved them. I always say that Miss Perry's kind of like your kindergarten mom. I teach kindergarten this year, but I teach first grade next year. I try to say that I'm like your kindergarten mom and you all are my kindergarten babies. So I hope that they remember that they are very loved.
Okay, Kyla, you want to ask the last question?
Yeah. Who's a woman who inspired you in your personal life?
So one woman that inspired me was my first grade teacher. Her name was Miss McClellan, and she's someone that I still talk to this day. So when I was in first grade, truthfully, I was having a really hard time learning to read. And Miss McClellan was so sweet to me. She was kind and she was patient, and she really helped me learn to read. So she was the reason that when I was in elementary school, I thought, how can I make a difference like Miss McClellan made a difference in my life? So I decided I wanted to be a teacher, and here I am teaching kindergarten and first grade just like Miss McClellan did. So she's the most influential person other than my mom, who's probably number one, but she's the reason that I wanted to be a teacher.
Thank you, Miss Perry.
You're welcome.
Kyla, do you want to ask the real first question?
Yes. Who is your favorite historical woman?
My favorite woman in history is Corrie ten Boom.
And why?
She and her family were a German family who helped Jewish families, women and children escape Nazi Germany, and they showed so much courage and so much faith, and that's why she is one of my favorite women in history.
Next question and last question. Who's a woman who inspired you in your personal life?
In my personal life, I would say Miss Polson is one of those women. She has been my mentor not only as a teacher but also as a person. So she has helped me learn how to be better at my job, but also be better as a person.
Okay, thank you, Miss Eiler.
Signing off for the WSIC crew, I'm Juliet. Tune in next time for your WSIC news. Have a great day, Patriots!